All yours, Chair Keen.
I believe you're on mute, Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner French. Let's try that again. Good morning, all. I'm Dwight Keen. I'm chair of the Kansas Corporation Commission. I'm joined this morning by my two fellow commissioners, Susan Duffy and Commissioner Andrew French. At this time, I will call to order this meeting of the Kansas Corporation Commission on this March 1st, 2022. We have before us, first off, 16 items on the consent agenda. Commissioners, you've had an opportunity to review the draft orders in each one of these matters. At this time, I would ask if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, and I would begin with Commissioner Duffy.
Good morning, Chair Keen. I have no questions or comments.
Thank you. Commissioner French.
Good morning. I also have no questions and would move approval of the consent agenda.
I second the motion.
Very well. It's been moved and seconded. We approve the order in this matter. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, I will call the question. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion carries. The consent agenda is approved. The next matter for our consideration this morning is the recognition of the retirement of Kelly Mabon, who is a senior telecommunications analyst. Nice to have you with us this morning. Kelly, welcome.
Thank you.
Reviewing Kelly's service with the state demonstrates really a diversity of service experience and is really quite impressive. Let me review that if I could at this time. Kelly started as a clerk stenographer with the Kansas Department of Insurance in January of 1979. She worked as a typist 1 and then a secretary until leaving state employment in April of 1982. She returned to state service in November of 1982 as a secretary for the Kansas Crime Victims Reparations Board and served there until April of 1984. She left state employment until returning in February of 1988 when she served as the secretary for the Kansas Public Information Services and the Division of Environment at the Kansas Department of Health and Environment. From February of 1991 to May of 1992, she served as the executive secretary for the Governor's Legislative Affairs Office. She returned to the KDHE as a secretary for the Office of Science and Support before joining the Kansas Corporation Commission as an executive secretary in October of 1993. In November of 1998, she was promoted to a public information officer within the Public Affairs and Consumer Protection Division. In December of 2000, she was promoted to a regulatory affairs specialist within the Utilities Division. In April of 2005, she was promoted to a telecommunications analyst, and in November of 2016 was promoted to her current position of senior telecommunications analyst. Kelly's last day will be March 4th, this coming Friday. In sum, Kelly has over 38 years of state service. Thank you so much for that, Kelly. It's every bit of it is really quite impressive. I want to share with you and all of those who are in attendance this morning a letter from Governor Laura Kelly. It's dated today. It's addressed to you, Kelly, and I want to read for the benefit of everyone what the governor's letter says. Dear Kelly, it is certainly a privilege to express my appreciation for your over 38 years of service to the residents of our great state. Your long career is evidence of your dedication and desire to fulfill the obligations and responsibilities of a state employee, and I commend you for a job well done. Government service is a noble calling that often goes unacknowledged by the public it serves. Therefore, I thank you on behalf of the state of Kansas and the people of Kansas Best wishes to you for a long and happy retirement. Sincerely, Laura Kelly, Governor. I know that we all join the governor in wishing you the very best, Kelly. And what I would like to do now is provide several folks with the opportunity to comment and opine on your service. And I believe we'll begin with Brian Seaman.
Yes, thank you, Commissioner. And Kelly, I just want to say congratulations on your retirement. Although it is a sad day for us to see you leave the KCC, but we're also excited for what life's next chapter has for you, and certainly want to recognize you for your 38 years of service with the state of Kansas. That's quite a track record. On a personal note, having just joined the KCC a little less than a year ago, I want to thank you for your patience and your guidance and your direction and your knowledge that I know you've tried to impart on me, and I've done my very best to absorb it. Hopefully I can do you justice after you leave, but certainly want to congratulate you and wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Let me now turn to the commissioners. Commissioner Duffy.
Thank you, Chair King. Kelly, wow. So it's kind of like we think these days will never come when we're saying goodbye to somebody that is an institution in this agency, and you are, and I've known you for a long time. I was not aware of your prior service. So you've had this good knowledge of state government, and I'm sure that's added to your value here as an employee. I mean, I'm not shy about talking about public servants and how important they are. But in this particular area of telecommunications, where there is just a select few in the agency who really understand the regulatory aspects of telecommunications, I want to thank you for your guidance, for your abilities, and your tenacity in the issues that you've had to deal with and the knowledge that you've imparted upon us. You have made a difference. You've made a difference here in this agency. You've made a difference for the people of the state of Kansas, and that's a fact, and nobody can take that away from you. And you know that in your heart and in your head. Now, as you're riding down the road on your motorcycle, on your next adventure, I'm sure you'll take all your knowledge and skill and not use it for that. So good for you. I understand you are going to hit the road virtually. Wear a helmet. I wish or a bug splatter on your helmet as you're going down the highway. Be safe. Drop us a postcard now and again to let us know you're okay and where you are. And I wish you the best, and I thank you with my heart.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Duffy. Commissioner French.
Thanks. Well, I won't belabor the point, most of which I couldn't have said any better than Commissioner Duffy, but I want to join what Commissioner Chair Keene said. In reviewing your history with the state, it is really impressive. I was struck that you really seem to have multiple careers within a career as a first point. And I just can't imagine the number of things that you've had enter your head over that amount of time. But I also think it's notable that while you have been a lot of places and seen a lot of things, you were at the KCC for a very long time. When you got here, and I think it was '93, you stuck, and you've been with us for a very long time. And we have, I think that says something about the agency. I hope. But it definitely makes me think that we were lucky to have that continuity of service and experience from you. And so I will join my fellow commissioners in thanking you for your service. So thank you very much, and best of luck in retirement.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner French. Well, Kelly, I'm kind of at a loss to add too many more kudos. They're all well deserved. Your service has been outstanding. It's been very distinguished. I'll join with my fellow commissioners in embracing and endorsing absolutely every comment that they had to make. With respect to your very last job, the one that you're leaving here as the senior telecommunications analyst, it strikes me that this area is so specialized, it's so technical, and yet it's so important because it provides oversight of services that I think we as citizens often altogether take for granted because it works so well. And I think to some extent, we're going to blame you for that. I want to join with Brian and my fellow commissioners in thanking you for your service, wishing you the very best in your retirement, and hoping that you will, although maybe from a distance, at least keep in touch with us if you would, please. Well, Kelly, I want to give you the opportunity to have the last word here, if you would. So any thoughts you would care to share with us, please do.
Well, thank you, Chair Keen. I appreciate that. As it has been stated, I have seen state government from many angles. And when we talk about 1979, it tends to make me feel a little old. But you're right, I stuck at the KCC, and I appreciate all the people I've worked with here, the mentors I've had, the opportunities for training and advancement. It has truly been a wonderful work experience here. And I have made friendships that will endure past this time. So I am extremely grateful, and I'm looking forward to getting on my motorcycle. Thank you so much.
Sounds exciting. Well, we will have for you a token of our appreciation for your service as well, a memento that Dennis Perrenboom will provide to you. Thank you so much again. It's been our pleasure, frankly. At this time, I believe we've come to the end of those matters that were set on the agenda for today. Unless my fellow commissioners have anything further they would care to add to the agenda, at this time I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned. Take care, Kelly.
Take care. Be well.